Hello, this is Rochelle Agatha, and this is the lecture for Accounting 202 for MiraCosta. Please note you're looking at my Blackboard page, and I teach two sections of this, so you need to pay attention to which section you're in. The green section is the 2198, and the other section is a different color, so please pay attention to that. The courses are set up the same way, so what you want to do to start with is you'll come into your announcement page, and right now I don't have any announcements. First thing I want you to do is to download your syllabus and your calendar. So you're going to click on your syllabus. And this is our contract with each other, so I want you to take the time to read the entire thing. There's a lot of useful information in here. Here's my email address. Please note that I answer email at the ragatha@sbcglobal.net, and here's my website. If you took any other classes from me in the past, I did redo my website, so please make sure you start from the main page at ragathacpa.com so the old pages don't come up. My office hours are on Tuesday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. online, which means I'll be on my email during that time and can answer you right away. Otherwise, you can expect an answer from me when you email me within 24 hours. Here's the course description, which I know you know how to read, so make sure that you pay attention to the course description and the course overview. I really want to spend a little bit of time with the online environment. This is not a self-paced course. There is a weekly assignment due. There are assignments due every week, and that is how you stay in the class. You can't wait till the end or do it all at the start. You have to do it on every week. Please read all the online class reality information. Really important that you need to make sure that when you email me that you follow these instructions. I want your course name and number in the subject line, so that would be Accounting 202, and then whichever section of mine you're in. And then inside the body of the email, I want your course, your student ID and your full name, and then write your questions with complete sentences. You're a business student, and I treat you like you're an employee of mine, more so than just a student. So it's important for you to have a business way of writing and respect, and it's just a good way to practice. So go ahead and take a look at all that. Being in an online class does not necessarily mean it's easier, so keep that in mind. I will send you weekly emails, and that's how you stay on task. Here's all the course details. There's your sections. So you're in one of my two sections. If you're watching this, please make sure you pay attention to which section you're in so that you don't get messed up inside my accounting lab. Here's your required book, Managerial Accounting with My Accounting Lab. It's the 3rd edition. You have to have access to my accounting lab, and you have to have either the e-text or the book. If you're trying to save money and you just want the e-text or you just want the book, that's your choice. If you do not buy the e-text access, you won't be able to click on the pages from within my accounting lab. It's helpful to have Word and Excel just because sometimes it's easy to work the problems in Excel if you're seeking my help. You must have an internet access or go somewhere where there is internet access like the school. I will be giving you a course ID, which we'll go over in the My Accounting Lab lecture. You must be registered in My Accounting Lab and complete the My Accounting Lab and the course overview lectures by the census date, or you will be dropped, so pay attention to that. Here are the student learning outcomes and the course objectives for the course, so pay attention to what you're really getting out of this class. There are advanced reading assignments and required text and lectures, and you will do homework in My Accounting Lab and in Blackboard, and you'll be visiting my website, which I'll go over in a minute. This class requires a decent amount of technical savvy, so that's really important. Please note you can't post exam questions or homework assignment answers on discussion boards or via email, or you will receive an F in the class. That is against my rules, so be careful of that. Here are the points for the class, so make sure that you pay attention to that. We're going to talk about the course calendar in a moment. Once again, your final grade is dependent on your participation and attendance. If you miss a weekly assignment, I'm going to end up dropping you because you're not attending class, just like you were sitting on campus. It's the same thing. Here are the attendance policies and the withdrawal rules. All assignments are due based on the course calendar date by 11 p.m., usually on a Monday. We have a couple holidays this term, so pay attention to the course calendar date. Here are all the important calendar dates for the college. I don't really like to give incompletes, but here are the rules. Here's some other instructor policies that I have. Once again, it takes the average student anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a week to do homework. Sometimes it takes students longer than that depending on their aptitude. But remember, this is a class where you would be spending 4 hours in class anyway. So you're going to have that plus another 4 to 6 hours on top of that. Here are all the college resources and policies, so please pay attention to that. And now that we got through all of the nitty-gritty, plagiarism and ethics, make sure you understand that, because I am big on ethics. You are either a business or an accounting major, so it's important. Let's have fun. The point of this class is to have fun. So let's move on and look at the course calendar. You're going to download the course calendar. It's a nice, colorful, if you've taken my classes before, it's laid out the same. Here's your week. Your week number, your week date, your chapter, your assignment topic, the lectures, the narrated PowerPoints that are on my lecture, the MAL, my accounting lab assignments. Here's your participation and attendance points, and then you'll see that there are 4 exams. So at the end of the term, you're also going to be tested on your SLOs, and the dates are all on here. So this is a really valuable tool, so hang on to it. Keep it right there with you. The next thing I want to do is go over the participation and attendance. You're listening to the first one, so make sure each week you do what's assigned. So you're going to go into the participation and attendance activity. I do not want you to attach a file. I want you to type in the submission box your answers right here. Complete sentences, spell check, and then you're going to hit the submit. Make sure you don't just save, because I can't grade it. Some of them are more detailed than others. They have specific questions. Some of them are more open-ended. There's one for every week. It's important that you do that. These are really easy points, you guys. So I'm amazed when students don't do these. Course documents is where I post the weekly emails. Here's the first day email. I do post every weekly email, and here's all the PowerPoints for the Braun book. They're not narrated. You can click on your My Grades and see your grades. Keep in mind that I only upload my accounting lab grades into Blackboard after each exam. So between exams, if you're trying to figure out your grades, you're going to have to look in the 2 places. We're going to talk about the My Accounting Lab tab in the next lecture. If you need help with Blackboard or any other student help, there's some tools here. Discussion board will be open just for peer-to-peer contact. I'll open up just a general forum for you to communicate with your peers. And please note that I don't monitor this per se, but if I see inappropriateness, I will delete the post. It is a place for you to talk to your peers as if you were in class. Please do not email everyone in the class. If you need to email me directly. If you want to communicate with your peers, communicate on discussion board. Let's go real quick to my website. I've redesigned it. It's purple. The old one was red, so you'll know if you're in the wrong place. You're going to go to MiraCosta down to the 202 page, and you're going to see that here are the lectures down below. So when I'm done with this one, for instance, it'll say MiraCosta course overview lecture, so please make sure you're in the right lecture for 202. And all the other chapter lectures are here, so that's where you're going to watch them. Some other cool things on my website. Let's go back to Blackboard. So that is the course overview. If you have any questions, send me an email. It's really important to follow your weekly emails and to pay attention to everything on Blackboard. And next you're going to watch the My Accounting Lab lecture. Thank you.